All right. I said I was making the video every day, no matter what. And earlier today, I was in a good mood, okay? I was feeling it, feeling my vibration. I was feeling all happy about things. And I knew later into the day I was going to have a conversation. Yep, I knew there was a conversation that was coming up. And I had a feeling this conversation was going to pull me into my ego. I knew it. Yeah, I knew it. I tried to prep myself and prepare myself and tell myself that, I wasn't gonna fall into my own ego thoughts. Sure enough, just a few minutes into the conversation, I found myself right in it, okay? So I'm sitting here right now with really not much to give to other people. And sometimes people want me to say, oh, this is what you should do and this is how you should feel. Sometimes feeling like shit is needed. Sometimes you just fall down into shitsville and you're like, great. Here I am again. Here I am. I'm just in shitsville. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how I'm going to solve this. I start to freak out about the future, like panicking. And then I decide to get on my phone and send a text. I want advice. Then I think about everybody I would ask advice from. Who am I going to ask advice from? I look through my phone and I think, nope, that person's not going to give me advice that I want. And it's nothing against any of you who know me and think, oh, I would have given you great advice. No, you would not have given me the actual advice that I needed. And I know what advice I needed. I wanted to have a conversation with God. I have a different perspective than some people do on that word, the syntax behind it. I wanted to have a conversation with my higher self, with this knowing that everything is going to be okay. I run into situations where people want me to come down to their level and do egotistical shit. No, friend, no. I will not come down to your level. Nope. I'm done. I'm going to make you come up and get it. Okay? I find myself every once in a while like starting to slip down into that lower level thought place where like fear lives and just ego is, and I'm like, no. Everything is always working out for me. And sometimes I have to vent and I have to rant, and it takes a little bit for me to come back to that place. But rest assured, I was not put here to bring myself down to everyone else. No, I was put here for everybody else to come up to this level. Come up to this level. To the people who want to tell you, oh, this isn't looking good. That's perspective. This isn't probably going to work out the way you wanted to. I'm sorry. Do you know how I want it to work out? Are you me? Do you know? I'll pray for you. Please don't pray for me. Thank you, everybody. I love your sentiment about praying for me. That's great. If you're going to pray for me, just pray that whatever's happening to me, I know it and it's aligned with me, because people go around thinking that they know what I need. I am attracting into my life what it is that I need. Okay? It's happening to me for a reason. Okay? I'm putting off certain energies. I'm putting out certain vibes. So this is happening for me, not to me, for something bigger. Because when I want to sit here and tell people that I understand what it's like to go through a custody battle for humans, like a human is literally a possession, and that I have to actually go to a humanistic law and fight you for right. I can't even get with that egotistical bullshit anymore. I'm not even and I let it come in my head for a little while. Like, I started getting down on that, and I'm like, this is horseshit. I know what I know is true, and I know that everything is always working out for me. And to even fall into that thinking place again where like I start to panic, no. I know inside of me my intentions are loving and kind and fair intentions. I know that the best outcome is my perspective. I'm forgiving. Trust me, I'm forgiving, okay? Because I would want to be forgiven. I am loving because I know what it's like to want to feel loved. So I give it. I'm not over here just demanding that I get all of these, I want to be forgiven, and then not being, you want forgiveness? Guess what? Be forgiving. You want love? Be loving. People are running around all the time like, I want a great relationship. I want to find my soulmate. I want to have more money. You want to have more money? Give away more money. Everything that you give, you get. I want to stay centered. I am centered. I am kind. I am loving. I am forgiving. So I forgive this emotional retard that's trying to take my life and trying to get into it. The one thing he's not going to take from me is my mind. Okay? Unless they have Alzheimer's or dementia, which I'm not even sure if that would be a bad thing, because sometimes it'd be nice to forget about yourself. I've literally heard people say that, like, they had Alzheimer's, or what is it called? Come on, help me out here. When you lose your mind for a little bit and you can't remember. I know you know the word, can't think of it. Pretty funny, I can't think of the word. What is the word? Doesn't matter. You know, when you forget. Amnesia. Amnesia. So they get amnesia. And they actually love their life more. And then the amnesia goes away, or they start to remember who they were, all their thoughts and their memories, and they're like sad again. Because they remember who they once were, and all the bullshit comes back. The thing is, I'm not going to go back into my old self's thought process. I refuse to drop down those levels. And once I feel myself getting there, I'm like, I gotta get back. I gotta stop it. I gotta shut it down. So this video is me being honest today, okay? I had about 2 hours of really, like, human thoughts. Worrying, freaking out, crying, panicking. That, like, my life wasn't gonna go, or I wasn't going to get what I wanted out of it all. And that somebody was going to come along and tell me what my outcome was going to be for my life, because there's judges and there's people who go to school to be able to stand in front of you and tell you what you get in this life. And I refuse to believe that. I refuse to let myself go down to that place and say that another human is going to tell me my rights, what I deserve in this life. Because I know that I didn't come here. I was not born to sit here and agree with everything. Some shit makes sense, but I'll tell you, a lot of it doesn't to me. And if I can stand proudly or sit here proudly and tell you that I believe in myself, in my higher self, in my knowing, in my remembering, in my believing that everything is working out for me, and to trust that whatever is happening is for me, and not to let go of that thought. I will not let go of it. And when I look back on my past now and I see things, everything has worked out. So if you're sitting here and you think to yourself that you're not right now, or anytime when you think and you start to panic, please, I'm here to remind you. This is what I want to do, is remind myself and remind you everything's working out for you. All right? Do not let that thought slip away. Keep it. It's very important, and believe it, because it's true. It is true. It's when you start to fall into that fear-based thought of thinking, when I felt myself slipping into, like, my panic mode, and on my inside started to feel all scared, and I was like venting to other people and talking about how I had been wronged and how this was, ridiculous. I went into a ridiculous place where I've learned to come out of that. I sometimes wonder, what is it all for? What does it all mean, Basil? Like, why is it all happening? And then I hear in my head, it's like, it's not the what is happening to, it's the what are you going to do now, Angela? Who are you going to be? And I'm going to be that person that shows you that when you believe in yourself, when you have faith, undeniable faith, and you stand in that place and you stay in that feeling, it's going to work out for you. It has to. It's a law of the universe. It has to. Just don't let the ego trick you into believing that it's not going to. And the ego is that feeling, that panic, that tightness in your stomach, your heart really racing, your hands getting tight, forgetting about your body. You're not even in your body anymore. You're just all like freaking. Just remember this, okay? I'm going through some shit. But going through this process, I can understand why it's happening. It's because I can sit here and tell you that through this process, I am choosing to be somebody who remembers that believing in myself comes before anything else. Other people are going to try to come in. Somebody told me earlier today, don't get in a pissing match with a skunk. You will lose. I'm not trying to get into a pissing match with anyone, okay? And I'm not about to let anybody make me fall back down, because it's taken me quite some time to get up on this level, and I really like how I feel up here. And if you want to feel this way too, then come on up. I literally put my hand down, and it's just up to everybody who's going to reach up and grab it. And I'm all for that, but I will not come down. No. If I do, it's for a little bit of time, and I'm not staying there. So, with that being said, I want to start a conversation. This conversation isn't about what I can get out of something. It's not about what you're going to get. It's about a mutual reciprocation of giving and getting, giving and getting. We're both, all of us, an entire group, an entire movement. We're going to come together on March 10th at 7 p.m. Standard Eastern Time. Okay? That's 7 p.m. on March 10th. If you want to join, I'm starting a Zoom call because I just want to have a conversation. I'm not selling anything. I don't want to buy anything. So if you're coming, come for the conversation. Come for the good feeling thought. Come for the knowing. Come to remember. Come to be there. Come to be present. But please come. Please. If you do anything in this life, show up for this conversation on March 10th. You can send me a private message. You can text me. You can call me. I want everyone and anyone watching this, if someone's not even watching this, please tell them there's a conversation happening, a big conversation. And I want there to be more than just this moment and me and this camera. I want to hear your ideas. I want to hear your beliefs. I want to get to understand what's happening in this world where humans, the human ego, has gotten this far with laws and how ethics and morality and beliefs. And not even that. I mean, we can talk about the Swiffer sweeper. That was a great invention. We can talk about custody battles. We can talk about not having enough childcare. We can talk about things that we focus on that are great, how we have enough childcare, how everything we want is coming to us, how this video has transformed your life, how this video transformed my life, how right now I'm just feeling a little bit better because I'm imagining you being there and being somebody, because sometimes I just feel like I'm talking to myself. And while I love myself, I love having people outwardly to have conversations with too. So please, I've been making these videos for a few days, and I'm going to continue to bring it up. And I just want to know that other people are feeling and having and being just like I am. I'm going to end it here because it's running into about 13 minutes, and I try to keep it at 10. I know the attention span. So, again, March 10th, 7 p.m., Standard Eastern Time, Zoom call. Send me a message, call me, ask me, tell your friends. I want us all there. Till then, remember to enjoy the journey, and I'll be back tomorrow.